Welcome back. This is Annie.
And this is Minty with the bullshit. The world is a loop.
Yep. And also, Annie forgot the controls again. Let's go.
Ooh.
Fruit Loops.
Just like in old games, right? Like, for example,
Pac-Man.
You're on the copyright to say this.
when a character goes off the left side of the screen and reappears on the right.
You know, Pac-Man was a really good example.
Exactly.
Thank you. Yeah,
the edges
okay.
of the virtual world are linked together in a continuous loop.
It's like when you have sex. No, Suichi, that's not like sex.
Oops.
Oh my god, yes. It's so easy to understand.
What in the world? If that's true, it would explain the way the signboard was swept away.
Whoosh.
Oh my
It vanished
god.
into the wall downstream of the river, came out of that same wall upstream.
We haven't played for weeks and I feel like we didn't even leave. Again, pay the man who animated this $1 million. So single-handedly saved
and floated
Danganronpa.
with the currents until it got caught on the rocks.
What was the world like before Mew added the wall?
It was flat.
There wasn't a wall on the y-axis at all, and the x-axis was set to loop.
What?
Are you serious? Even if it is a computer program, isn't that too crazy?
Or lazy.
A looping world. That's more extraordinary than even magic.
Sorry, I was being stupid.
But at least it's not a boring answer. It also explains all the things that happened.
Huh? It doesn't explain everything, does it?
It explains
'Cause
everything.
We still don't know why we heard that one sound or Kibo's voice.
Because it's looping, girl. It's a looping.
The looper.
Yeah, sound doesn't go past the map loading point.
But what if you have another wall?
But what if you're
Actually,
looping?
if we know that the world is a loop, we can explain that
It's like
as well.
Suichi trying to convince his classmate the world is round.
Really? Yes. But first we need to be clear where the loop starts. Where the loop starts?
Does that matter?
Doesn't
a
it
loop.
loop at the walls next to the mansion and chapel?
No, you dummies. The loading wall is where it starts.
Not necessarily. If we heard a noise at the chapel from inside the mansion,
It's like Suichi's
then
voice
the
actor
loop-
was like, I gotta get a little higher pitch here. I forgot I'm an adolescent boy.
There!
Oh, you're so smart.
I didn't even have to do that.
The map loading point was where the virtual world looped.
Loop.
We
Eat
thought
your
the loading
loops,
point
kids.
was in the middle of the map.
Cheerio loops. There we go.
Oh, you're right.
Was
Yeah.
actually at the edges.
When did the force abruptly stops?
The wall Mew created wasn't at the edges of the world, but rather, her wall was at the center of the
You think
world.
Miyu was drawing this map? She was like, I'm a fucking genius.
So the mansion and chapel were near each other, with a wall between them. And any sounds emitted near the chapel would also reach the mansion. The wall only allows non-humans to pass through, so sound should be able to pass through easily.
And also you, Kibo.
That's right! That's how the virtual world works!
Impressive, Shuichi! For you to get this far! Yes! Yes! You are useful indeed!
Yes!
For you to get this far, what are you, some villain pulling the strings?
Yes! Kaito, yes!
Mew pulled the strings here, not me. Remember?
If Miyu was still alive, we would 100% know it was her.
Yeah.
Mew also set this trap. It all began when Mew showed us the map. Because of the map, we mistakenly thought the loading point was at the center,
Yes, Kokichi.
which in turn made the mansion and chapel seem farther away from each other.
It's this game for
But the
5-year-olds.
structure of the world wasn't actually like that. There was a wall along
Why are
the
we
y-axis,
repeating this?
and the x-axis
We literally
came
just went
around
over
in a
this.
loop.
By putting that wall in the center of that world, she cut off the loop.
Like a Hydra's head.
So ever since Mew showed us that map, we were caught in her trap.
I'm a trap. I'm a trap.
But we
If there's
solved
a
this
place you
mystery
wanna
thanks to
go,
Shuichi.
just know that I'm
Oh,
a trap.
hail our savior!
Yeah. If Shuichi
Oh my
wasn't
God.
here, then we never would have solved this mystery.
Am I having a stroke?
That's right. Good work, Shuichi.
Thanks, Shuichi. You saved us. You're welcome.
But who killed her?
Just because we found out the virtual world's secret doesn't mean we can take it easy yet. Actually, this culprit hunt just got to the exciting part.
Look at my fingers.
Even if we know all the tricks, it's pretty meaningless if we don't find the culprit. That's how a class trial works, after all!
No shit.
Kokichi talking like Monokuma again.
Kokichi might be
No
Monokuma?
matter what you say, I'm not gonna believe your lies. I'm gonna believe in everyone. That's how I'm gonna reach the truth.
I can't wait to see what happens next!
What is Kokichi's plan here? He's definitely plotting at Kaito on purpose.
Look at her in love.
Well, there's no time for distractions like him. We have to do what we have to do to find the culprit who killed Miu. Doesn't matter how many little mysteries we solve if we can't find the culprit. It'll all be for naught. I still don't know for sure who it could be. Who used Miu's own plan against her to kill her? Who killed Miu?
Who would have access to toilet paper?
Who knew about the virtual world?
Well, not Gonta.
No, not Gonta.
He doesn't know shit. I would like to save. I think I did lots of work. Thank you, Mr. Obama, for giving me this chance to save. You're very welcome. I'm Obama. Okay, oh my god. Man, I'm Bush and I got no motivation at all. And Monofini period is late too. Oh my god.
Father, why do you know Monofini's psycho?
And another...
Never mind that, but after lack of motivation due to lack of hibernation.
Lack of hibernation?
Yeah, I haven't been sleeping well lately, so I haven't really been able to hibernate. That's awful. What could be causing it?
Is it because you have a lot on your mind? Bears don't hibernate. They torpid.
What the fuck is torpid?
It's like a smaller hibernation.
Is it because the graveyard shift pays a better hourly wage?
Really?
Is it because you don't want to think you're just goofing around?
It's just because you want to stay friends.
Is it because you want to watch it in real time? What are you talking about?
Like why he stayed up late.
Watch what in real time? Father?
He's gone into hibernation. We should let him be, along with our unborn baby.
Woo! Yeah, you're right. Night night.
The rainbow in the back is all fucked up and really irritates me.
Me and Monofini is gonna make up the rest of the Mono Cubs.
Oh, disgusting. And we're gonna name our kids after them.
Juniors.
My head.
Oh, sorry.
I feel like I'm forgetting someone important to me, but I just can't.
Well, you never met the baby, so you can't forget about them.
My head hurts so much, I just can't remember.
Disgusting.
Have you forgotten? Maybe that's for the
Fun fact, Kodaka was forced to add these guys in by production so they have another
From this point
mascot to,
forward,
market.
Let's start a new life for ourselves.
And this is what he did.
Our baby is excited to meet his daddy.
Whoa!
Wait, what? I'm gonna be a father?
Holy shit! Just straight up, huh?
Just straight up, so it's just like, I really don't give a shit over here.
The colossal death flag. I'll be surprised if he doesn't die after that.
Jesus, Timiko.
More importantly, let's continue the conversation where we left off.
Ignore the
I
incest.
understand Miu plotted the murder, but we need to find out who killed her.
And in order to figure that out, we need to understand Miu's actions. So let's discuss her murder scheme step by step.
No! I
know
don't want to
that's
do
important.
this.
Hearing you lead the conversation really pisses me off.
Yeah, me too.
Let's see. Miu manipulated the virtual world to use it as part of her murder plan.
Don't just ignore me and start anyway.
Hi, Kirumi.
If she had succeeded, she could have gone past the wall between the chapel and mansion. And then wham! Murdered me on the roof with the hammer.
She would make the murder seem like it happened in the real world,
and then pin it on Kaito.
Why does Miyu hate Kaito?
As for Miu's alibi in the real world, she could say she was locked into the virtual world. And in the virtual world, she could say she was near the chapel the entire time.
She'd make an excuse about how she couldn't reach the mansion because of the fallen bridge.
A loading screen for a flashback?
Her hand slipped. We know what happened.
My hand slipped!
She dropped the bridge on purpose so she could separate the chapel from the mansion.
Oh, now my shirt's all wet. Like, did you add a wet shirt mod? Maybe.
Then secretly passed through the wall she installed and took advantage of the loop.
What if somebody else tried to do that?
After,
Only she was
she
just a
headed to where
non-human
we were
object.
supposed to be,
Right.
the mansion's rooftop. Oh yeah, Kaito was probably logged out around that time too.
That's when I saw Mew.
Mew. And her shirt was wet. Like white. Rich.
Problem
Yeah,
is, because
crazy.
of her murder plans, we don't even know where she was killed.
Her tits was like blam.
We know where she was
She
killed.
was killed on the roof, right?
Wait,
Kokichi told us the roof door was locked and that he couldn't get through.
Maybe that when culprit killed her.
Sometimes Danganronpa is so obvious that when like you think something is fact and then you realize they didn't actually declare it as fact yet.
oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
probably what happened. The culprit killed her on the locked roof.
But then how did her body
Did
get to
culprit
the
lock the door to the roof?
chapel?
She had... huh.
Perhaps. I don't think Mew did it. If Mew did lock it, she would have done it when she called Kokichi to the roof. Even if someone came up,
Oh yeah, how did
I
her
don't
body
believe
get
she
to the
would
chapel?
change
Did they
the
chuck
target of
it?
the plan. She knew that Kokichi would come up later. Locking the door would be suspicious.
Well, it's possible she didn't even think that far ahead. She was smart, but she was also really, really dumb.
Hey Himiko, maybe we don't show rocks and glass houses.
I mean, she's got that
No
black
say
kettle.
such mean things.
We like
Killing
Miyu.
game bad, not Mew.
Well,
Mew not bad
I
person.
mean it's nice that
Going to think we could have been friends if things
hey
different.
Gonta, you knew each other for a couple of days. You weren't friends yet?
That might have been difficult, even without this killing game.
That wouldn't happen.
Nuh-uh. No way, Jose.
Again, the pot shots at a dead person.
Anyway, let's continue the discussion. If Mew was killed on the roof of the mansion, the culprit must have moved Mew's avatar to the chapel after killing her, right?
Right.
So the next thing we should talk about is how they moved her avatar.
Zipline!
Now we know the mansion and chapel were actually next to each other.
Toilet paper, zipline!
Problem is, the wall between them.
Only Mew was
Course
able to go through
non-object.
that wall. The culprit wouldn't have been able to.
Then you're saying the culprit sent Mew's avatar through that
Can you
wall?
imagine Chapter 2 and 4 zipline? Chapter 3 also secretly had a zipline.
That's the only way, right?
If you think about it, the vent
How did
system,
the
Chapter
culprit send
1
Mew's
could have been a
avatar through the
zipline.
wall? I mean, it's not like they could have thrown her.
Unless you Gonta was super strong. And then took the huge
Throw
thud.
her.
Oh, Gonta, you sure?
We know. You couldn't because
Oh, yeah.
the avatar's physical strength was equalized.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Strength equalized?
The equalizer?
That problem. Gonta no can protect everyone if that happens.
Gonta, it's happened already.
Keep up with us. We're already in the second half of the class trial.
How did they send Mew's avatar to the other side of the wall?
Please tell me not with toilet
Maybe
paper.
that thing has something to do with it. You know, the loud sound you heard?
Zipline! Babe!
Because of that sound, you guys went to the side of the chapel. Right, Keyboy? That's when you found the dead Mew there, right?
Keyboard?
If
Being the
so,
witness.
then I think that sound and her avatar being by the chapel are related.
Going to the chapel.
Yes, there's no doubt in my mind that the noise is related to this case. We need to figure out what that sound could have been. It might be the clue we need to solve this case. No shit. So what was it? It sounded like something slamming hard into something else.
Miyu's like, something hard slamming into something else? That's just me.
So what are those two things? It could be.
My vagina. The hammer hitting the wall, Miyu hitting the wall.
That's it!
What's our evidence though?
Shut up.
I
Okay.
think the sound came from Mew's avatar hitting the chapel wall. The hammer, cell phone, and lattice were there, but they were too small to make that noise.
Looks happy.
Oh, like someone actually just threw her?
Or something. Maybe that's what the lattice was for. They just kind of like slid her down the zip line.
Ruling those out, the only other explanation is that the sound was Mew colliding with a wall.
They put Miyu on the lattice, and then they couldn't climb the roof because it was too steep. But they could slide Miyu down with the lattice using it as a toboggan, and then she just slid down, and the momentum carried her to the chapel.
Slide her down what?
The roof, because they were on the second floor, and it's too steep to climb. We pointed out.
Oh, well, what about the toilet paper?
You don't know that yet.
Was that to get
That's the
down
case,
from the escape the
Miyu's
locked
avatar
room?
must have hit the chapel wall.
Didn't we
really
decide toilet
hard.
paper strangled Miyu?
Do you think the toilet paper strangled her?
Yeah.
We felt the impact all the way from the inside.
I think we
of the
pointed out
chapel.
like, well, it would break, wouldn't it? Like, nah, nothing breaks here.
Yeah, that's the real question. Mew's avatar probably hit the chapel's wall with pretty considerable force. But why did it hit the wall with such force? Can you guys figure it out?
Come
Yeah,
here,
Laura.
this is physics.
What's up with the way you're
Crazy.
talking? Why are you talking like you know everything?
Let's not worry about that right now.
Wow,
More
dismissive.
importantly, we gotta solve the mystery. Fighting among friends is a waste of time.
Friends? Us?
Anyway, can we talk about that after we figure this problem out?
Jesus Christ, Koikyo.
Whoa, yeah.
What the fuck?
A
Lord.
way of transporting Mew's avatar that would cause it to crash into the chapel.
Going to the chapel.
Getting Mew's avatar to crash into the chapel from the museum's roof? Mansion. There's only one way I can think of how to do that.
Hey, Shuichi, as your partner, I'll give you a little hint.
He gives him a little kiss. I call them hints.
Yo, what?
Since the mansion was on top of a hill, the
Yeah,
roof
you're
was pretty
right.
high up.
I
right?
wrote Danganronpa.
Past the brick handrail, the roof was at a pretty steep slope, and the slope faced the chapel wall. On top of that, there was snow on the roof.
This insults my intelligence. I was able to figure this out by myself.
If the culprit needed force to move the body, I wonder how they did it.
A Rube Goldberg machine.
Kokichi's talking as if he's got the whole thing figured out already. I can't let him distract me. I need to solve the case. How to make me hit the chapel wall from the roof of the mansion. I'm gonna find the answer.
Alright, which minigame? Hangman Gambit! Jesus Christ! Slid?
Yeah, try.
L I with that fucking D. Am I right, kids? I knew that was it. Slid the
Mew?
slid. What the fuck was that? That bomb? Oh yeah, I don't think I want that. Slid me. You see an M?
No, actually.
I see an F.
Slid.
No, that's not right. Slid her down.
Her? There's no H though.
I think I just saw an H. Or it could just be an F on the side. Slid. This is stupid.
Can I show question?
Slid the roof? There's no.
4? Which letter did you try already?
I said F and O, I think.
That was P.
Oh, there's no P.
It definitely is not gonna be an E.
I know it slid down roof. It slid blank roof.
Well, try another letter.
Slid off roof.
Oh.
Fucking, we did that without looking any shit up. Fucking did it on like crack cocaine, man. Slid off roof. That's Miu's signature move.
The slip and slide.
The culprit used this sloped roof as a slide for Miu's avatar. Slide?
Aw, man, even with the slope and the snow, Miu's body wouldn't have slid.
Wrong. It would slide.
I saw it.
But the avatars can generate friction. We wouldn't have been able to walk otherwise. So I doubt that it would have had that much momentum.
No. It would slide.
It wouldn't slide, just like Maki Roll said.
It would slide. Just like Shumai said.
That's hilarious.
Who the hell is Shumai?
That's Shuichi and Maki's ship name.
Oh my god.
He's a pupil of Ramen Man. Sorry, my hobby slipped in.
I'm positive that's how Miu's avatar was moved, but maybe the culprit used something else as well to help her body slide.
Even if her avatar slid off the roof, would it slide off that quickly?
No, that's not it. What I want.
Well, duh, it would.
It
No.
made that much noise. He must have built up a lot of speed.
Lots of snow piled up on roof. Not frozen solid, right?
You'd still slide, though.
In the real world, it might be difficult. But in the virtual
Oh my god,
world,
when do I get to
perhaps
save
not.
the fucking lattice?
That's not the issue. Sliding down snow is easy to do. You
When you
just
have
need
it
a
to bu-
sled or skis to cut the friction.
There was nothing like.
Fuck you, Kaito.
Wow, you did that fast.
Okay,
Abby.
we know the answer.
No, but you don't know the controllers.
Oh, you right, girl.
No, wait. There was something that could have been used to help slide Miu's
Giant
body.
Why do they
dildo.
call it lattice? Isn't it a tatami mat?
No. That's just like the things you put the crates on. It's a lattice. It's not the time yet. See,
Do you
these
remember
are
the
gaps.
lattice that was found by Miu's
A
avatar?
pallet?
Yeah, there we go.
The culprit laid her on top of that. They
Not
used it
super
as a
heavy.
sled on the roof.
Why don't you go f your attitude?
Okay. I have legitimate concern.
I did notice the lattice in the storage room when I first looked.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was
During the
gone.
investigation,
I just
I
assumed,
saw
you
that it
know.
was gone.
Miu took it for inappropriate means.
The lattice that was found next to the
Oh my
chapel
god.
is the one that disappeared from the roof?
Yes, asshole.
Then that's it.
That's
The
yeah, that's
culprit
it.
used the lattice
You
as a
figured
sled.
it out, Kaito. Why am I even here?
Ding, ding, ding! That's correct!
So Kokichi's the murderer, right?
No. He wouldn't be doing this. He's leading us for some reason.
After the
Yes, I
culprit
put him
killed
on.
Miu on the rooftop, they placed her
He was
corpse on a
definitely
sled
there watching, though.
and slid her down the roof's steep slope.
The sled picked up speed, flew off the roof, glided through the wall only objects could pass through, and hit
But
the
that means the
chapel.
killer knew her plan already.
Which is crazy.
Yeah. Unless they just want her off the fucking house.
Whoa. Holy shit. Well,
The
that's,
impacts made all of her belongings scattered, including the hammer and cell phone.
you think Miu didn't want to kill
Who
Kokichi?
loses all his rings whenever he crashes into stuff.
You right, Monica.
I hate that guy and his worldwide fame and his stupid games, and I hate that hedgehog!
Don't you know hedgehog eat their own poop?
Really?
I'm
Pretty
glad you're
sure.
feeling motivated again, but you shouldn't be so hateful. You gotta be an example to our new fans.
Oh, oh boy.
Or should I start calling you grandfather now?
No.
Now that we know how the body slid down, we're just one step away from the culprit. Well,
Can you
Shuichi,
imagine if she
do
gave birth to
you know
Junko
who the
Inoshima?
culprit is?
Ugh. Oh. I could see it.
The culprit.
Yeah. In the end, we'll still need to guess the culprit.
Like the
huh?
red one would die in this at the end of this chapter, and in the next chapter, Monofini gives birth to Junko.
But Gonta can't believe one of us killed Miu.
His eyebrows.
However, since we know she was
Okay, his lack
killed
of
on the
eyebrows.
roof, we can narrow down the list of suspects. meaning the culprit must be someone who was investigating the mansion. Aside from you, the people at the chapel could not go through the wall or cross the river.
Hey, you right, Keyboy?
So that means the suspects are Kaito, Samugi, Shuichi, and Gonta.
And can't be Kaito because he got logged out.
That's real sneaky, leaving
Was-
yourself off the list.
Okay, I was gonna say, wasn't he on the mansion side?
Ooh, you got me.
That's right, 5 suspects. Me, Samugi, Gonta, Kokichi, and Kaito. We don't know enough to name the culprit yet, but one of them is suspicious.
Yeah, Kokichi.
When we were talking about the rooftop, they clearly lied. But what reason would they have to lie? I'll need to press them for information before making any judgments.
Now?
Kokichi!
Is he actually the killer?
It's
Is
you.
it not the red herring? Is he just straight up a murderer?
Yeah, I guess so.
There's something I need to know.
Yeah, no shit, it's Kokichi.
What do you need to know?
Why did you lie just now?
Just now, not any other
Which
time.
lie are you talking about, Shuichi? I lie a lot, so you'll need to jog my memory.
Fine. I'll expose your lie right now.
We all know what the lie is. Also, I never went to the roof, not even for the meeting.
And I saw all that shit.
It all began when you showed us the map. That's probably what happened. The culprit killed her on the locked roof.
It was that testimony that bothered me.
Never been on the roof.
Mine.
Oh, fuck.
Star bomb.
Oh my god, it's gonna show us
What?
all 3 screenshots. It's gotta be the roof one, right?
Yeah, like I'd never been to the roof, and yet you clearly knew everything happened on that roof.
What is... No, not the map. That one, yeah? No, not that one.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this has to be it.
Yeah. You have to clear it completely?
I think so. Yeah, they don't give me the option.
I see it!
Good for you.
Y'all saw it, Zuichi.
When you were explaining that the door to the roof was locked, you said,
My name's Kokichi.
I've never, ever been to the roof. Not even for the meeting. Never.
Never.
but
Ever.
later,
There was
you
a
said,
height requirement. Did not meet it.
Since the mansion was on top of a hill, the roof was pretty high up, right? Past the brick handrail, the roof was a pretty steep slope. And okay, keep moving. Move forward.
That's a lot of specific information. Stuff you wouldn't know if you hadn't been there.
Oh yeah, now that you mention it, how did you know all that stuff?
Asshole.
You could probably
That
see
stuff.
the steep slope of the roof from outside the mansion. But you wouldn't know about the brick handrail unless you went up to the roof yourself.
Huh? What?
What's this all about, Kokichi? Did you actually go to the rooftop?
I didn't. I already told you that before.
Why you look so nervous?
Gonna tell, come on.
Is this a sincere reaction?
But there's no evidence that proves I went to the roof. Wait, I remember now. That thing Himiko said.
So yeah, he's the killer.
Oh yeah, for sure.
My
At the start
girlfriend.
of the class trial,
She
I
smokes
remember you
weed,
saying
everyone.
The handrail was made of bricks. Ooh, are you so clumsy, girl? Gotta be more careful there, Himiko.
Is it my fault?
Himiko really say that?
She totally said that.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
She did not.
I didn't even know.
She did too.
Bring up the transcript.
When? Tell me how long ago. In hours, minutes, and seconds.
Damn, girl.
What a worthless fight!
Stop him, Grandpa! All this terrible fighting is bad for
You
the
gotta stop talking about this.
Yeah, Grandfather. Stop them before your grandkid is born.
I'm not gonna apologize, cause Himiko said it.
How do we prove Himiko didn't
So
say
damn
it?
stubborn.
Do we have to do like that
How
stupid
much
debate?
longer are you going to behave like this?
Use the keyboard recording. We don't have time for this. But Kokichi is stubborn. He won't fess up no matter what. But if he's being this stubborn, it makes me think he has something to hide. To get him to show his hand, I have to prove he was on the roof. I might not like it, but I have to be aggressive.
And with that, we'll stop it here. Thanks for joining, everyone. See you next time.